Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. The story just keeps writing itself. So there's another update on this issue with TJ Holmes and the Amy Robach story, more so focusing on TJ Holmes. Now, it came out that it's been out actually that he was under an investigation, not, necessarily pertaining to what he did with Amy Robach, but because he allegedly had other affairs before Amy Robach in the workplace and with someone from the workplace, allegedly. It came out just recently that allegedly he had a sexual relationship with a young woman who was 24 at the time. And this is back in 2015, y'all. Almost a whole 10 years ago. Had a whole relationship with this young woman that he was engaged in. And they even allegedly did the nasty on the job. The young woman's name was Jasmine Petaway, and like I said, she was 24 at the time, and this was around 2015. And allegedly, apparently, she was an intern who was new to the job. This was her first time in this field, and she was looking for somebody to sort of be like a mentor, someone to look up to, someone to, help her around. He happened to be that person, but their relationship got off into the wrong place, and they started to, it started to become, sexual. Now, some people were arguing the point that she was 24, but that didn't mean that she was, that naive, that, it's not like she was like 18 years old, fresh off the, boat of childhood and into adulthood. She was a consenting adult. And I do still think that even at 24, people can still be preyed upon, but they were trying to shy away from labeling this a situation where he was preying upon her. But at the same time, I keep saying this over and over again, there was a power imbalance, okay? She was his intern, allegedly. He had a position of power over her. And in these situations, they do argue that, something could have happened. Like we weren't, any kind of fly, grasshopper, or dragonfly on the wall of these rooms when all this stuff was going down. But you don't know what happened or what could have happened in between the two of them that led up to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making any excuses for degenerate behavior on either of their parts. But anytime there's a situation where there's a man who, like I said, is in a position of power and he is messing around with a woman who is younger than him, especially if he's, older than her, she's younger than him, and she is in a lower position under him, they're going to say that there's a power imbalance and that he had more responsibility, especially as the married individual, to not do something he had no business doing. People can try and take, the accountability off of him all they want to, but he was the married person. He had more of a responsibility to do the right thing. End of story. Well, I'm not going for that. Oh, y'all are just saying that because he's the black man. First of all, he ain't black. And second of all, we're not making excuses for people who choose to do horrible things, who choose to participate in degenerate behavior. We're not making excuses for people who just won't get up and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done any of this. I admit to it all. I had no business doing it. I was wrong for doing it. He couldn't even do that. No, but instead he has to use excuses and lawyer up and make himself seem like he was so justified and a victim in all of what he was doing. But like I said, and at the end of the day, he's going to be held more accountable out of the two of them because he was in a position of power, which he abused, okay? I'm not saying that she should be let off the hook, especially if she did consent to doing all this and it wasn't one of those situations where allegedly he was just like trying to, convince her or he, preyed upon her. I'm not going to say that's what happened because I don't know that. Although either way it goes, because he was in the position of power and he took advantage of that and did what he did, he's going to be held more accountable. And because, again, I keep saying this, because he was married, he has a child, y'all. All of them are being brought through the ringer because of this mess. And let's not forget about Amy Robach's family too, because in all of this, with the attention being brought on him, people tend to forget that she has sons, she has a daughter, and if he's not her ex-husband now, soon to be ex-husband, they're being brought through the ringer too. So don't forget about them. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you all.